But in 1996, Jamie Foxx show is airing season 1, episode 11, A Killer Ending. With a serial killer on the loose, Jamie convinces Fancy and Braxton that a sketchy hotel guest is the prime suspect. Hilarity ensues.
It does. This was season 1, right?
We're still in season 1.
Fancy is so hot, this chick, that she's getting more of a pop from the studio audience than Jamie Foxx, Steve. I'm not saying that that's wrong in any way. And what is her real name? Yeah,
Garcelle Bouvet.
yeah. There we go.
Pretty name, too.
Yeah, it definitely fits. And I just got to ask before we get into this, David Koechner, how old are you, dude? Seriously, you've looked the same for like 40 years now. I need a birth certificate.
Must kill her. Ha, 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 ha.
Bring it extra bloody.
Ha, ha.
And I love at the beginning, Steve, we get a shout out to a very sad movie. We all, I mean, in the 90s knew about Brian's song. It's made dozens of thousands of people cry through the years. And Fancy is crying, Steve. And then Jamie starts crying. It just happens.
I think they're crying for the wrong reason, though, because at some point they're crying that Billy D. Williams' hair wasn't wavy in this movie. The hair that we're used to seeing isn't really his hair. I think that's how it went.
Billy D. But the movie gets interrupted, Steve, by a hilarious newscaster, Tyrone Koppel, who's Jamie Foxx doing a little Ted Koppel action. I guess there's a little killer on the loose in Hollywood, and not just any killer, Steve, a serial killer. That's the worst kind of killer. The silent killer. So be on the lookout for a white man wearing an African American trench coat, Steve. I'm sorry. A Caucasian man in a black trench coat.
Yeah, last scene leaving Roscoe's with a toothpick in his mouth. And he's led authorities on a 100-mile race in the Hollywood area. Unfortunately, the hotel is in the Hollywood area.
Well, Fancy's a little concerned, but Jamie's like, what are we worried about? We're here. Nothing bad can happen here at this place. Nothing scares Jamie, Steve, until he turns around and sees this guy in a black trench coat. Looking like a spy, honestly. I wouldn't think serial killer. I'd think international man of mystery at this point.
You definitely looking suspicious over there, acting funny, man. He's real jittery. I don't like his style. I don't like the way he move.
I need a room. I need it now. Why do you talk like this?
Like he's always pre-nut. The next scene, we see Fancy. She gets the man his room, but Jamie's already paranoid, scared shitless. When Braxton comes down, he's like, look, man, I think we found the silent killer. And Braxton's like, the real silent killer is hypertension, broham.
But Jamie's convinced, man. He's convinced. He's trying to tell everybody. Then Helen and Junior show up. Love the matching windbreaker outfits.
Thank you.
That's coupling 101. That's something me and Kendra got to work on, honestly. When we get to like 50, 60.
Shit.
Windbreaker outfit. But shit, you're right.
No, now.
What you're about to say, yes.
You do.
Those
are fire.
I will look like a mobster in Florida, retired at some point in my life. They've gone shopping. They got a bunch of bags. And Fancy's like, everything's fine, guys. Glad you enjoyed the trip. But Jamie thinks maybe there's a serial killer here.
You don't mean the silent killer, do you? And Junior, throughout this, he's just worried about these big-ass lawsuits. You're not going to call 911 on my guests. They're going to have a big-ass lawsuit.
Jamie's like, yeah, but you guys have seen Psycho, right? Shit's about to turn into. Braxton's like, but that was a motel, man. Motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. It doesn't matter.
And they're like, well, whatever. So they leave. And then it's just Jamie and the guests.
As they're talking, though, Steve, if you're watching in the background, dude's just like sneaking around, like
taking notes.
Yeah, he's got a little one of those little like fold out like detective notebooks. So again, I'm thinking man of mystery, Steve. I'm still man of mystery at this point.
And every time Jamie turns around, the guy is nowhere to be seen. He's like, dude, what the?
That's fucking Ferratu back there. So the next day, Jamie in the little like whatever. It's like where you have breakfast.
Little
And
cafe,
yeah,
continental breakfast.
continental
Yeah.
breakfast, cereal and whatnot. And speaking of cereal, as Jamie's like kind of like hiding because he's worried about the serial killer, he almost kills a guy, a little big dude that's hanging out. But
It's that guy again. It's the I'm going to eat your cornbread guy. He on the
that's
pilot.
him.
That's him again.
What's
Yeah.
his name, Steve? But all he killed was a big old box of Apple Jacks.
Yeah. And right behind Jamie is the guy again. It's that mysterious guest. And he's like, psst, psst. And Jamie sees this. He's like, man, what do I do? He puts another waiter in front of him. He's like, oh, man, this is the guy you asked for? All right, holla at you. And he's like, no, I need to talk to you. If you need money, man, it's upstairs in the third floor. And he's like, look, man, I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the people.
Uh, would you like to smell my cotton panties? But he's here for the people. He's also here for a steak, Steve. Extra bloody.
Bloody.
And a big old glass of warm orange juice. Weird order. I don't like it. He also wants an omelet. So he's really steak, eggs, orange juice. I mean, that's a nice breakfast, Steve. I got to be honest with you. I'm not hating it.
Yeah, sounds delicious, except for the bloody part.
Yeah. When a cop shows up, this guy slinks off. He looks freaked out. So, red flag.
Yeah. Got the hell out of Dodge. Next scene, Jamie comes to the lobby. Braxton fucks with him. He's like, got any updates on the case, Columbro?
Man, is that your breath smelling like old ass bus seats?
and Junior, he comes in and he's telling him again about these possible lawsuits, Jamie.
It's so good, dude. You have the best stand of all time. There needs to be like some sort of cartoon and you can just do the parts. And as they're sitting there, Jamie sees an order for the room that guy's in, room 313. He's brave, Steve. He takes it away from the bellboy and he's like, oh, save yourself, man. I got this. And he takes it up. It's shaking like a motherfucker. You can hear all that silver shaking on the tray, but he's taking it up to the room, Steve.
When he makes it to the room, the guy's in the shower. So he's letting him know, like, hey, man, I'm here from the lobby, just here delivering your food. As he's talking to him, he's snooping around trying to get some evidence. What's going on with this dude? It gets to a point where Jamie's having a full-on conversation by himself in different voices. The man is like seriously talented in so many avenues.
Why is the steak so cold? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Braxton. He ends the fight too. He actually gets the Mexican guy voice out of the room and then he keeps sneaking around. He finds these papers, Steve, and it's not like grocery lists. It's this person should die. I'm going to kill this person. It's not stuff you want to read. Let's put it like that.
From a guy who's already acting fishy. So the guy comes out of the shower. So Jamie, he rushes to hide. He goes underneath the bed. Another one of those elements of sitcoms. Like the person is clear as day. He can be seen, but because of the way the blocking of the characters, like, oh, I totally don't see this head popping out of my bed.
Yeah, so he's there. The David Keckner's just, he's doing an after shower strip down. So Jamie gets a face full of some boxers, which is disgusting. And then the guy sits down on the bed. He's under the bed. So all we see is the guy's legs and him under the bed. Guy does like a full on, I don't know what this spray is, Steve.
Yeah.
He gives his feet decent spray down to something. I don't know. Some kind of fungal spray? I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to town on those puppies. He has a little talk boy of his own. And he's just like, there's a girl at the front desk. She's tall, voluptuous. And as far as I'm concerned, she's dead.
Also, at one point, Jamie has to sneeze because of that spray, and he has to use the boxers to sneeze into, which I just have to point out is disgusting. But we're here, Steve. This guy, I mean, he's saying it into a fucking recorder. I'm thinking weird, creepy pervert at this point, but, I'm not seeing any blood anywhere.
So far, all signs lead to weird, creepy pervert. But Jamie, he alerts everyone else, like what he heard. You need to get some rest. It's like, no, dude. I am going to show you what I'm talking about. So they go into cosplay mode and they're like some window washers now, snooping from outside the window, just trying to see what's going on. They get distracted by some action, I guess, across the way. It's like, oh, is that girl getting naked? Yeah, girl, get naked, get naked. And then they look into the guy's room again, but then Braxton's like, heavens, the Murgatroyd. He has her in the chicken wing. In the chicken wing? God.
UFC sex over there. I don't know what's going on.
Is that Wesley Pipes over there?
It could be, Steve. This is LA. Fresh out of respect. Fancy, though, she's like, you guys are gross. Like, I'm out of here. And she just is about to go into the window, which is actually the psycho guy's room. But when she turns around, psycho guy's in the room now.
Yeah.
So they're kind of fucked.
And now they're overhearing his plans. Since I'm already killing the girl, why don't I off the cornball accountant too? And Jamie's like, look, man, he's talking about y'all. He ain't talking about me. And then you hear him say, I just thought of something. After I kill them, why don't I kill the country Bama?
I don't know how far up they are, but they fall, Steve. They take a tumble. So they fall, and as that happens, Aunt Helen comes into Psycho Guy's room just to bring some new towels. It's the kind of hotel that she runs. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I made a bloody mess.
Aunt Helen, she recognizes dude. And then he's like, I know who you are. David Koechner says, well, I have something for you. So then we cut to the lobby, and the trio, they're rushing into the lobby to call 911. So Jamie gets on the horn, and he tells them, look, he's 6'2", he beige, and he likes to wear heels. And Braxton's like, wait, he's describing me. Wait, I don't wear heels. What is it with this pumps thing?
So Uncle Junior comes in, and he's like, where's Aunt Helen? So intensity goes up. Jamie goes to get something. Koechner comes out of the elevator, and Fancy jumps him. So she's kind of like strangling him. But turns out, Steve, Helen's like, stop, she's alive. And this guy's not a killer, unless we're talking about books, because he's a fancy author, Steve. Stephen Queen.
Wink, wink.
He wrote The Shinning and Kojo.
Kojo. And they all apologize to him. Apparently, they're not savvy in the book industry. Helen tells them, like, I wasn't missing. I was taking some towels to Mr. Queen's room. But where's Jamie? Now, Jamie, he's in David Koechner's room, Stephen Queen's room, trying to rescue his auntie while they're downstairs. He busts in there and he sees the empty room, and then he sees a towel with red stains on it.
Oh, Helen, see you at the crossroads. You won't be lonely.
You're gonna miss everybody.
So he thinks Helen's dead. He's on a path to avenge a death, Steve. Avenge family death. This is a blood oath. So we cut to the lobby. This is so awesome. There's no slow-mo actually technically involved, but Jamie comes out and turns it slow-mo. I was like, no. Ace Ventura style.
David Koechner sells it too, because it's basically like a fake slow chase scene. Oh, 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 oh.
So he gets on top of Stephen Queen, gets pulled off immediately, and finds out that this guy's an author. He's from Vermont. He's doing research on a new book. And I got to say, Stephen Queen, Steve, there might be a couple of chromosomes missing or something. He's just got a weird vibe. And I don't think that's necessarily his personality. I think it might actually be like a scientific issue. The cops show up a little too late. And Jamie's like, no, it's not that guy. And he points at Braxton. He gets arrested, Steve. LAPD whooping that ass.
I bet where he's going, he'll be wearing those pumps tonight. In the closing scene, we see Jamie watching the Lakers, and he's crying now. Fancy, she's like, what's wrong, Jamie? Oh, they down by 1, and Shaq is on the line.
And then there's a news break, Steve. Koppel's back. Silent killer caught.
It's all good.
Turns out, though, we've all been had because Stephen Queen He was the silent killer, Steve.
This whole time.
And that $1 million reward that you could have gotten for turning him in, they missed out on because Helen's such a huge fan. So honestly, I'd be more pissed at Helen, Steve. That's where I'd
On
lay the
Helen
blame. You're off $1 million. Uncle
Jr.
Junior's not going to fucking. That's $1 million he's not going to get to spend, Steve.
Helen, that's all my money.